Hi guys, today I want to talk about technical analysis of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. As you know, Bitcoin has about a 41.5% dominance right now. And what that means is that most of the cryptocurrencies follow Bitcoin. In other words, 41% of the total crypto market is Bitcoin. And as a result, when Bitcoin goes up and goes down, the rest of the cryptocurrencies tend to follow Bitcoin, going up and going down. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart, shall we? If we're taking a look at the daily chart here, and what I want you to know is that this is what can be described as a head and shoulders pattern. So if we take a look here, here's the head, and here is the first shoulder, and this is considered the second shoulder. So head and shoulders pattern. If we take a look at what the head and shoulders pattern is on Investopedia, what we see is that it predicts a bullish to bearish trend reversal. In other words, what we're looking at here is a bit of a trend reversal from a bullish scenario to a bearish trend in Bitcoin. So the upward trend is nearing its end. Now, who knows how long this trend reversal may last? It may not last too long, but the head and shoulders pattern is believed to be one of the most reliable trend reversal patterns in technical analysis. So let's take briefly, let's talk about this pattern and what might happen. Bitcoin has been trading between the neckline and this particular level, maybe the $30,000 level, for the last couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks actually, and we may see it bouncing in this area quite a while before it does a move either upwards or downwards. If it goes downward, some people are projecting that it may just go back down to 30,000 or 29,300 level, and then bounce from there. That's kind of the optimistic point of view. If you really believe that this is a long-term trend reversal, though, it could break down to its December 2017 high, which is around 20,000. Some people say that there's a lot of interest in buying at the $20,000 level. So if it does bounce below this line and it goes all the way to the $20,000 level, some people believe that it's not going to stay here for too long. It's going to bounce off this resistance line at 20,000. But it's also possible that it could bounce in this area here. That, in other words, between 20,000 and $13,000, it could bounce in here because this is the levels that we're seeing back in June of 2019. We saw a $13,200 Bitcoin, and of course back in 2018 it was $13,000 Bitcoin at that time. In August of 2020, we also saw it got just above 12,000. So this could be a resistance line, the low-level resistance line at around $13,000. So it's possible that it could bounce for a while in this area between 20,000 and 13,000 before it does a reversal and goes back to an upward trend. So let's drill down a little bit more into this chart. This is the daily chart. And we can actually go into another a more detailed 4-hour chart. And the 4-hour chart, let's click on auto here. But the reason why I drew this line here is because it seems like maybe it was going to go up. So here's the trend line going down, and it broke this line briefly on June the 3rd, June 4th, went above about $39,000. And so that was above this downward sloping trend. But as we saw, it did not reverse the trend and it kept going down. And so basically we can watch whether or not it's going to break this trend line again. And if it breaks this time, it will need to go break above 37,250. This is also another possible resistance level at 48,000. Um, this is the low that it got during this particular cycle. So the two lows constitutes a trend line, possibly at 48,600. But if we take a look at the volume, um, when I look at the volume, what I see is that there's a lot more supply than there is demand. And so it looks to me like that it's going to continue to bounce in this range between $40,000 and $29,000. So how do we trade this pattern? Investopedia says we trade the pattern by looking for the neckline. So we've identified the neckline, and so basically the level of support or resistance that traders use to determine strategic areas to place orders. Basically, the neckline is that level of support or resistance. So you look for the neckline. No trade should be made until the pattern breaks the neckline. So that's what we're looking. The most common entry point is just when it breaks the neckline. But another common entry point is it breaks the neckline for a few days or maybe a week, I don't know. But then you wait for a pullback to the neckline after a breakout has already occurred, and that's when you buy, is right in here. Let me draw a picture. Yeah, you buy right there, or you can buy right when it breaks the neckline right here as your entry point. So these are basically the two places that are good to buy according to the head and shoulders pattern. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. A brief technical analysis of the crypto pattern. I mean, what we're looking at here is we're seeing Ethereum kind of following the same, and all the other cryptos basically having the same kind of patterns that Bitcoin is having. Not so much a clear head and shoulders, but anyway, we can learn a lot by just looking at the Bitcoin pattern. So guys, I'm resurrecting this channel after about a 4-year hiatus. I'd appreciate it if you'd smash the thumbs up button, the like button, if you want to help me promote this channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment or question down below. I'm going to make a point to respond to every comment and question in 2021. Also, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Hit the bell notification if you do. I'm going to try to post a new video every couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I've been of some help to you and yours. All the best.